The UK just seized 61,000 Bitcoin worth billions of dollars from a Chinese woman that's been committing fraud. What? What does that do to the price? Well, right now, it means that England is one of the largest holders of Bitcoin with this seizure. We're living in interesting times, folks. My name is Graham Elwood. You're watching the Bitcoin Vigilante. Please support our show. I got this from Bitcoin News, which is a good place to follow there on Twitter. This just in, I cannot pronounce his name, apologies. Yadi Zhang has pled guilty in the UK to illegally acquiring 6.7 billion in Bitcoin. Police have possession of the 61,000 Bitcoin she stole in the largest cryptocurrency seizure in history. Zhang ran a massive scam in China between 2014 and 2017, defrauding 128,000 victims and stashing the proceeds in Bitcoin. She later fled to the UK with false documents and tried to launder funds through property. Oh, wow. Her lawyer says victims can now be repaid, noting Bitcoin's rise means there are more than sufficient funds available. Well, this is good news for the people that got scammed, but reports suggest the UK government may try to keep the Bitcoin, really? Instantly creating world's third largest national strategic Bitcoin reserve. New UK crime laws have expanded state powers to seize and hold crypto assets. Wait a minute, let's talk about that. So hold on a second, folks. So this is one of the things that, us Bitcoin folks are a little leery of. One is the state can just come in and seize your assets. And this woman acquired this stuff in crime, then the people she defrauded need to be paid back. That needs to happen right here, right now. And I don't know if she scammed people out of their Bitcoin, then this should be very traceable. Because this is the thing about blockchain and Bitcoin is you can see every transaction. You can't hide it. So if somebody had their Bitcoin taken from their wallet and put into this woman's wallet, there's a record of this. And these people should get their Bitcoin back. Now, because nation states are starting to realize the power of Bitcoin, they're going to want to hang on to it. One of the reasons America has 195,000 plus Bitcoin strategic reserve is because it seized a lot of them in the early days. So countries are looking at this and going, well, if we seize it, then we'll have a big strategic reserve like America. So just pay attention. There's a lot of stuff happening here. If the UK holds on to this and they create a strategic reserve, that will be good for the Bitcoin price. But again, this is not fair if people, so I don't know the details of this. If this woman scammed people out of money and bought Bitcoin with it. It sounds like, though, that she scammed people out of their Bitcoin, which is unfortunately a very prevalent thing that happens. So let's get back into the story here. But pay attention to how what the UK does with this. We're going to follow this story. See if the UK just says, oh, no, we have to seize this to keep you safe. Wait a minute. That's a power move. So new UK, let's read this one again. New UK crime laws have expanded state powers to seize and hold crypto assets while allowing victims to petition for recovery. Okay. Now, to play devil's advocate here, I understand that people have to be able to prove, because then anyone can just, like, I could just send an email to the UK government and go, oh, 4 of those Bitcoin are mine. This woman stole from it, and I have no proof, and they can't just, you have to prove that. So I get that, but I'm leery of governments. I'm very leery of governments. How much will victims get back, and how much will the government keep? Also, in the face of massive budget shortfall, will the UK government have the foresight to hold on to the BK? Oh, Chinese woman convicted. This is the BBC. There's her picture. Wow. Look at this meme. Best I can do is give you the value of the Bitcoin in 2014. which, be careful, this is what the UK government might try to do. It's like, oh, I'll give you that, which would be a scam. That's a scam, because if you scammed me out of my Bitcoin, then I need to get the amount of Bitcoin that was stolen from me, not the value of. You know what I'm saying? Let's put this in terms of gold. Let's say this woman scammed people out of their gold coins, and I'm one of the, let's just say hypothetically, I'm one of the people, and this woman scammed me out of 100 gold coins, which the price of gold today is something like $3,800 an ounce. And let's say, I don't know, I don't really follow gold, but let's say when this was stolen back in 2014, the price of gold was $2,000 an ounce. I shouldn't get the price of the gold from 2014. I need to get all my gold coins back. Right? And so if we got to follow, the UK government goes, oh, no, you'll get the 2014 value. No, because they're having a budget shortfall, of course, because most of these countries are mismanaged. America has $37 trillion in debt. So it's like, yes, I want the price of Bitcoin to go up, of course. Every Bitcoiner does, but I don't want it to go up at the expense of these people that were scammed. These people that were scammed need to get their Bitcoin back, man. That's what needs to go down. So here's a couple more of these. This Bitcoin Noon, wouldn't be surprised. UK will keep it, then call the German government for advice on how to sell it. Well, that's, so the German government sold all of its Bitcoin last year. And they did it before when the price was like 50, 60K. So everybody's always making fun of Germany for doing this. So, I mean, I guess I'm glad this woman's got caught. First and foremost, I hope the people that got scammed get their money, get their Bitcoin back. And, you know, if the British government can keep some of it with that isn't at the expense of the people that were scammed, all right, I'm in favor of that. And if the UK starts a Bitcoin strategic reserve like the United States has done, that will jump up the price. So I know it's kind of, we'll keep following the story, but again, I don't trust governments. It's why this is not financial advice. I would buy Bitcoin on an exchange and move it to a cold wallet, because they can't come and get, if it's on an exchange, they can come freeze your assets. You know, you could donate to some cause and they say, oh, you're a terrorist. AIPAC could come in and say, oh, you're against Israel because you are against, you want to stop a genocide. You have to be for genocide. So you have to be against the genocide. So then they could just seize your, you know, like you participated and you went to a Code Pink anti-war rally. Oh, so now you're a terrorist. We're going to come seize your bank account. We're going to seize your crypto on a crypto exchange. ICE will just come kick your door in. People that are conservatives that are okay with ICE don't understand that ICE could come kick your door in and round you up for whatever reason they decide. So follow the money, connect the dots, get the truth. We'll stay on top of this story. Stack sats and shave your knuckles for justice. Keep supporting our show. You can support us with Bitcoin. You can support us down here. Like, share, subscribe. Go over to our new channel, Bitcoin Hollywood, and subscribe over there. We really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom.